take up too much of your time. I know that you probably have a lot of work to get to.
Well, I tell you what, we have this virus that we're trying to deal with, and it's part of the work. So happy to talk with you. Is the video okay?
Yeah, no, the video is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Well, I just wanted to talk to you. I'm a graduate of Southern University as well, and just wanted to really kind of just talk about the impact that this has on HBCUs. I know that right now a lot of people are discussing future plans for universities and future plans for schools. But I know that HBCUs have discussed in the past being sort of cash strapped and struggling financially, not just at Southern University, but HBCUs across Louisiana and across America. And there is a big push for support, financial support. How is it affecting Southern University's system?
Well, currently the virus has required all of us to transition our instruction to remote modalities, from online to the use of Zoom, WebEx, Microsoft, and other platforms. We've been able to do that because in some cases our faculty have had the appropriate training and support in order to do it. However, as we have gotten further into it, we have discovered that there is a digital divide, especially when it comes to our students. I mean, in 2020, there's a digital divide, and many of our students are telling us that they don't have access to laptops, to tablets, to computers. So we have to keep our library and our computer labs open across the campus because well, as a matter of fact, we still have over 200 students still on campus. And so those labs and the library remain open so that our students will have access to technology. So we're having to, in some cases, purchase technology for our students from existing funds. But thanks to the CARES Act, not only will we be able to purchase additional technology and provide additional support for our faculty, but we will also be able to give direct grants to our students to allow them to purchase their technology.
So how was the CARES Act impacted Southern University's system?
Well, the federal government, through the CARES Act, as you know, provides about $2 trillion for impacts of coronavirus on various entities of the economy, for higher education, for each of our institutions in the Southern University system. There was a methodology used to buy the federal government using enrollment and the number of students who are recipients of the Pell Grant to determine allocations. For instance, Southern University Baton Rouge will be receiving about 9.3 million. Southern University New Orleans, 2.4 million, 2.5 million to Southern University Shreveport. And the Law Center will also receive somewhere around $750,000 for their students. But half of those funds, the first half, must go to students, direct grants to students. And so we're going to get that 1.2 million out the door as soon as we get those funds. We are hoping that we receive them this week, and by next week we'll be able to allocate and distribute those funds to our students.
Can you explain to me just the financial situation that Southern University was in prior to COVID-19 kind of hitting our state? I know that they had a SUNO that was on probation for some time. Is that still the case, or are you all moving forward with the assistance of new funds that are coming in to help the university?
Well, I mean, let's just deal with a long-time historical fact, and that is that HBCUs across America have been historically underfunded, especially as it relates to traditionally white institutions. The programs, the budgets, the facilities are all underfunded historically at HBCUs. However, we have been able to do, I would say in many cases, miracles with the level of funding that we have been provided. The current situation for the Southern University system and its institutions is that we do have funding to support our programs, our academic programs, our services, and our mission.
Mm-hmm.
We can always use additional funding to continue to grow our institutions. When it comes to Southern University New Orleans, Southern University New Orleans is currently on probation with the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, which is our accrediting agency. As a matter of fact, we were supposed to host the special committee coming in to review beginning yesterday, but because of the coronavirus, that visit has been pushed back to the end of August, August 31st through, July 7th through July 9th.
Okay.
Then there will be a meeting of the site's Board of Trustees at the end of August, beginning of September, to determine whether or not Southern University New Orleans is in compliance with its principle of financial resources. I can tell you that since we have been here in November, we have done a tremendous amount of work to include work that was done by the legislature, the governor, the Southern University system, our students, our faculty, the Southern University at New Orleans Foundation, and we have been able to eliminate the deficit, and we have been able to balance this year's budget. But again, with the impacts from the coronavirus, there is additional pressure being put on us because our main focus is making certain that our students have the ability to complete their degrees on time. And so funding from the CARES Act is going to make a tremendous difference for us dealing with the impacts of the coronavirus, online instruction, online student support services, online financial transactions, all are being done right now, but this funding from the CARES Act is going to help us facilitate it.
And just a final question for you. When we talk about the fall, we're living right now sort of in a cloud of uncertainty. We don't know exactly what will happen or what August, September will look like. So what do you think fall will look like for students returning to Southern University in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and in Shreveport, and the Southern Law Center?
You know, as you have just said, we don't know what this virus is going to do. The science and the virus will determine what we do going forward. So our plan is to continue to deliver our programs, our courses, our student support services, but now are doing additional training and faculty development so that not only will our faculty have the capability to fully deliver our courses online and remotely, but they will feel comfortable in
Yes.
the environment that they're in now. And so our plan is to deliver our summer and our fall course schedules online.
All right. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me. I know that you're probably dealing with so much right now, and I know that this is a